Hey Tremaine, it's Faunt. Yeah, just checking in on you. I heard you got fired because of systematic racism?
Faunty, yes. Well, basically you're right, but I sort of quit.
Hey, I respect the hell out of that. You're a man of your morals.
Thank you, Faunty. I was just so upset they wouldn't let me do a collab with my friend.
Wait, sorry, you quit over a collaboration they wouldn't let you do?
No, for systemic racism.
Okay.
I just wanted to sell a few t-shirts depicting slaves being beaten, whipped, and hung. I can't believe those frickin' guys wouldn't go along with it.
I'm gonna have to say that was a good decision. I don't think having a bunch of 16-year-old white kids walking around with that stuff on their shirt is gonna be good for the brand's image.
Well, it sounds like maybe you're systemically racist too.
Sounds like you're being a whiny bitch that didn't get his way.
Oh, you're right, Faunty. I'm so sorry. I know it's not your fault. The real reason I left Supreme is because they wouldn't let me go to the Levi's outlet sale. They were gonna have so many jeans for so cheap. You know I can sell them for $350 a piece, and that's where I am right now, and that's what I'm doing, and I don't care what Supreme says or does about it. I am done.
I feel like I'm chosen, I'm covered in gold.
Welcome back, friends, to another edition of Fauntleroy's Finest, and today we're going to talk about Supreme's Week 3. It's a pretty good week, not quite as good as last week. By the way, congratulations to everyone that was able to cop the dunks from last week. I was in fact able to cop a pair of the Dunk Highs while I was at work in Miami. I have absolutely no proof of that other than this screenshot. Ooh. And then best friend of the channel, Lewis, was able to run some information for me, and he also grabbed a pair of the Dunk Highs. I assume I will end up with 2 of these Dunk Highs now. Thanks to Lewis, king of all botters. If you guys have any questions about bots or anything like that, definitely hit up Lewis in the Discord.
No! Yes! No! See.
But who cares about last week? On to the next one. We have some really cool items coming out this week, like the pins, crusher, and vest. That Hebrew jersey is dropping this week, and we're finally getting a Supreme MF Doom collaboration. MF Doom was a British-American rapper known for spitting bars through his signature metal mask while always playing up his supervillain stage persona. And to make sure it doesn't get too hot this week, they're releasing a fan. Really nice little collection coming out this week, but before I get into it, I want to make sure that you guys have a chance to get into the Discord. It is free. The ability to look at Larry's streetwear calendar is worth it alone. He gives you all the links to everything dropping throughout the week. Manny finally got his dual authentication going so he can talk about shoes again. And if anyone knows where Kirk Diggler is, please let us know. We miss you, son. Please, come home.
I guess I just miss my friend.
Like I said, it's completely free. Link in the description below, and you can ask Lewis anything you want about bots. He loves questions. And if you made it this far, why don't you subscribe to the channel and like this video? Alright folks, let's get into the job.
Oh, baby! This is it! This is what we signed up for!
First off, we have the gloss ripstop camp cap. I'm gonna just say no and move along. Next, we have the small box shirt.
Oh, that wasn't very nice.
Next up, we have the plaid wool hooded work jacket. Now, I don't know, something about this particular jacket I really like. I actually dig the one with the blue lining more than the rest of them. I don't think it's gonna resell or anything, 100% a personal, but this sucker is cool, and that price point isn't that bad if that's what it ends up being. This is one of those items that's just speaking to me. Some people say it's awful, I don't know, whatever. I like it. Either way, it's a personal. Let's keep going.
Okay.
Next up, we have some cargo pants. Yeah, if you want cargo pants, you can have some. They're going to come out this week. Here we go, the Hebrew New Era. I think some people are going to go after these. I'm really not that into the fitted hats anymore. First off, they don't fit me at all. Second off, I don't really think there's a lot of money to be made in the fitted hats. Usually size 8 is the one that does the best, simply because there's less stock of that size. But it's really hit or miss. There's a bunch of different colors here. That Laker colorway probably will sell out. But at the end of the day, the fitteds just really haven't been hidden like they used to. I just think it's kind of risky if you're buying any of the Hebrew stuff for resale. Next up, we have this high density small box logo short sleeve shirt.
No.
Next up, we have this pins quilted work vest. Now, I think these pins items are really cool. They are going to be covered in pins from the last several years. I assume that they had all these pins made fresh like this year. I also assume that they are going to be fastened on the item. I kind of think it'd be weird if you bought the vest and it just came with a bag of pins and you had to fasten them on the items.
That's too much work.
But then it also makes me laugh to think that there's some fool in the warehouse that's just having to apply pins over and over and over again to all of these vests. With a price point of around $300, it is kind of steep for a vest. Obviously, you have to understand that there's like 48 different pins. Those pins usually sell for about $5 a piece, so at the end of the day, it does make sense why the price point is around $300 or $298, whatever it is. I do think these probably will sell out. That said, obviously XL, XXLs are usually the best ones to go for just because they're the rarest. I'm not really sure what to say about resale on these things. Definitely people have been talking about them, but I think that the retail on these is already pretty damn high, so I don't know if people are going to really want to go above and beyond that $300 price point for these vests. Definitely worth a gamble, definitely a cool item. Buy at your own risk, I guess.
And the worst, beware of the plastic.
Next up, I'm going to have to say this is my sleeper of the week. Patchwork cable knit cardigan, and specifically that ivory colorway, the grayish patched up one, looks really, really good to me. One of the better cardigans that Supreme has put out. $198 price point is definitely up there, but I think this is going to be a really high quality piece, and I think this has the ability to get into the $300 range. And that ivory colorway is so much better than the multi-colorway. Like, I could see that one flying almost immediately. That multicolor one might sit for a very, very long time. It is horribly ugly. And I would say the same thing with these cardigans. If you were going after it, XL, XXLs are the way to go. Now, I do think that this is going to be a little bit of a hold, but I think that it's going to be a very profitable hold if you do so.
That'd be sweet.
Next up, everyone's favorite multi-cart item, the S logo beanie. These are great. Get them in black. I think the pink one might do okay as well. If you need a little extra money for a free shipping cart, there's no better way to do it than with a beanie. Next up, we have the Supreme Mitchell & Ness wool jersey. This is the Hebrew jersey.
Shalom.
Honestly, I'm surprised that the price point is under $200. That's not bad. The only issue is it having Hebrew on the front. I think that there's a lot of people that just don't want to wear a language that they don't read. But I do think it's a really nice jersey. It's a really well done jersey. And I think that the people that are going to want these would probably pay for them above and beyond that $200 price point. Buying anything like this for resale is a little bit risky, but usually Supreme jerseys do pretty well. At the end of the day, you might just have to hold it a little bit longer than you would any other jersey.
L'chaim, everyone.
L'chaim.
Next up, we have the S logo zip up hooded sweatshirt. I guess it's that time of year again. We're always going to get some sort of S logo hoodie thrown at us, and here we go. This one is a zip up hoodie. I actually have to say, definitely more into the zip up hooded sweatshirts right now. S logos are generally pretty decent. I bet if you were able to grab XXL black, you'll probably do well with that down the road as a whole. Maybe a small pink can do okay, but otherwise just target this as a personal.
Well, shit.
Next up, we have the MF Doom beanie. I'm not really a huge fan of how they did this collaboration. This beanie in particular, I mean, the way that they printed the beanie, you'd have to wear it straight up all the time. So it's like sticking up on your head like this guy. Look at how he's doing the whole fit right here. Oh my goodness. Personally, I think the green one is probably the best of the beanies here. Green and black would be the way to go. That gray one is whatever. But again, another item if you're trying to get to that free shipping, $40, hit it up and you should be good.
I just think they're neat.
Next up, we have the classic logo short sleeve top. The good thing about this top is that it has a nice big logo on the front. The bad thing about this top is it has a classic logo on it. Alright guys, here's my favorite piece of week 3, the Pins Crusher. The $200 price point seems a lot for this crusher. I would have liked it to be more around the $158, $168 range. I'm not sure if I'm going to go after this with a $198 price point. I think I'd probably rather have that cable knit cardigan, and maybe even that Hebrew jersey at $198 is still kind of a better deal than that pin crusher hat. But it's not like you're going to really want to wear it around that much, and technically, if you leave those pins in forever, they're going to rust and ruin the hat or the vest, whatever you have it in. So you're going to have to remove all those pins and then put them back on when you want to wear it if you want to take care of the garment properly.
I like rusty spoons.
I don't know what to say about resale. I think that $200 price point is is kind of high, and I don't think you're going to have a ton of margin to make off of it. Potentially, if they're super rare, which they probably should be, you might be able to make a little bit off of it, but again, that $200 price point, it's really high, and I think it's going to scare a lot of people away from it, so it might be more coppable now than it was maybe even just a few days ago.
Stop acting so stupid!
Here we go, we have this MF Doom collaboration now, the sweater and the t-shirt, same images on both. Honestly, I think we've been waiting for an MF Doom collaboration with Supreme for quite some time, and I feel like this is a little bit of a letdown. I think they did this man dirty. I do like them better after seeing this big back hit on the pieces. I am still a little disappointed that both the hoodies and the t-shirts are exactly the same. So they're giving us a hoodie with 3 different colorways, black, gray, green, and a t-shirt in 4 different colorways, black, purple, green, white. I'm gonna have to say that the green colorways throughout are probably my favorite colors of the piece. That purple one in the t-shirt's decent too. And then we always know black is generally king of resell if that's what you're buying it for.
Well, I'm the king, my wife is the queen, and my daughter is the princess.
I don't think that this collaboration is going to get a ton of love. I don't think it's going to be extra hype and everybody's going to be going after it or anything like that. So definitely don't go hardcore on this collaboration if you're looking for resale. For personals, these are all really cool personals for sure, but I think I would hedge my bets if I were you thinking resale.
I learned it by watching you.
And the number 1 item on the Supreme community list this week, it's a fan. Not one of those fans, it's a real fan. A little tiny portable electric fan. It's just a small little fan like the ones that you'd buy at your desk. They probably sell them at Target for a couple of dollars. But on Thursday, they want you to pay $78 for one.
What the fuck are you talking about, man?
But this is a really cool wireless fan. It's for kind of outdoorsiness. Look, you can hang it on a tree limb, people. It comes with its own handy little storage case. And best of all, it's branded all over. And what's funny is this $78 price point, that's the cheapest I've seen these selling for online. So we're getting this for dead on retail price for what this fan normally sells for. Or at least what I've seen it selling for online. It's a first of its kind.
God be praised.
At the end of the day, this will make a really good fan for those of you that like to go camping or do anything outdoorsy. You don't need a cord, you just charge it up. Has a nice big battery, it'll last for a long time. And $78 means that it's a little more expensive than the ones you get at Walmart, so just know that you're buying a fan here. You're not buying any gold. It doesn't come with money. There's no Swarovski crystals on it. It's just a plastic fan with a battery. But if you got it, you'd have the coolest, hypest fan in all of the forest.
There's only one thing to do. I must go and have sex and wait for something to randomly happen. It'll work out. You'll see. It will randomly work out.
Alright folks, there you go, the entire drop list for you. What are you guys going after this week? Let me know in the comments down below. How do you feel about this MF Doom collaboration? Do you think they did him right, or do you think they did him dirty? I'm kind of leaning on the did him dirty side, but you know what? It's still good that we're getting a collaboration at all. Thank you guys again for watching the video. I hope that you all are able to cop anything that you want this week. And if for any reason this video didn't give you the fill of Fauntleroy that you need in your life today, well, then you should check out these videos right here.
Should've let your trick hold, chick hold your sick glow. Plus nobody couldn't do nothing once he let the brick go.